Hello everybody, I'm Sneaksy Gamer and welcome back to Phasmophobia. I guess I have been playing Nightmare now, which is a lot more difficult to determine the ghost, but I've picked up some nice little tricks to help. If any of them come up, I will try to explain, because certain ghosts have a guaranteed clue when you're playing on these higher difficulties. Like the Diogen will always guaranteed have the spirit box as one of its evidence that will show up. The mimic is easy to pick out because it will give you 3 clues because of the ghost orbs. So you'll find in Nightmare, you'll find 2 pieces of evidence plus ghost orbs, which guarantees it's the mimic then. Because the other ghosts only give 2 pieces of evidence, the mimic has the fake orbs which tell it apart. Due to the Diogen always having spirit box, if you get, what was it? Ghost writing and dots projector, which are the other 2 that can be the Diogen, it's guaranteed to be a Thay, I believe it was. Because the Diogen will always have spirit box, so that will rule out the possibility of it being a Diogen and then will leave you with Thay. I believe that's what it was. Let me double check that one. Ghosts, there's Thay, Ghost Writing Dots, Ghost Orb, yep. And then the Diogen is Spirit Box Ghost Writing Dots. So because the Diogen will always have Spirit Box, if you get both Ghost Writing and Dots Projector, it's guaranteed to be a Thay then. One that's not technically an actual reality but has worked well for me so far is if we get freezing temperatures, which is always guaranteed to be with a Hantu. But if we get freezing temperatures, if it gets down like a very low temperature within the time I've been in the hunt or in the contract, typically that's a good indicator that it's probably a Hantu. Apparently, all ghosts can get the temperature down to negative 10 Celsius, but every time it's happened with me so far, it's been a Hantu. So that's a very good indicator for me so far that that's most likely a Hantu then. The Banshee has a very distinct sound you can hear with the parabolic microphone. The Myling will be more active with the parabolic microphone. Poltergeist can use its ability to throw multiple items at the same time, which is useful to keep an eye out for. The twins, you'll find activity in more than one room, which is easy to pick out then. Not always, but usually. What were some of the other ones? Some of the others are a bit more tricky, like with the, which one was it? Was it the Yurei or the Yokai that did the closing the doors thing? I think it's the Yurei that closes doors. What you can do is smudge the room or use incense in the room. I keep saying smudge because it used to be smudge sticks. But you can use incense in the room and then place salt outside of the room, and if the salt gets tracked on within, say, 60 seconds, I think it was, within 1 minute of having used the smudge stick or the incense in the room, it's most likely not a Yurei because they will be trapped in the room when you use the incense. I believe it was the Yurei that was the case with. Yokai tend to get more active when you talk on the spirit box, or talk at all, but on the spirit box particularly. Yes, smudging the Eerie's place of death will trap it, temporarily reducing how much it wanders. They can still leave the room to do a ghost event, but they will immediately go back into the room. Like if they're doing the air ball or the cloud thing, they can leave the room with that, but they will go back into the room after they've done that. Spirit is a tricky one to try to pick out because some of them you have to allow them to hunt in order to pick them out for sure, which is not ideal. But spirits you can use incense to they will be affected by incense for longer. Once you use incense, there's a certain period of time afterwards that a ghost will not start a hunt. And the spirits, it is a higher time threshold that they have to wait before they can start a hunt. Wraith will never step on salt no matter how long it's there. So if you put salt out and it's been a while and nothing stepped on it, it's a good chance it's a wraith. Phantoms, yes, in a ghost event you can take a picture of them. They will disappear, the heartbeat will stop, but the vocalizations will keep going. Like if you take a picture, electronics, I believe it said electronics will stop flickering, the heartbeat stops, and the ghost will disappear, but you will still hear the voice. Poltergeist again throws multiple objects at once. Banshee, again, like I said, has a very distinct sound on the parabolic microphone. Jinn is a harder one to pick out. I can't remember how to do that. I mean, that's another one where it will be, I think that one's more that it would have to be hunting in order for you to definitely pick it out. Mare is a harder one to pick out as well. Because a lot of these you can tell by certain things with where your sanity is, but on Nightmare you don't get to see where your sanity is. Like the mare is less likely to hunt if it's light in the room. The mare is more likely to hunt, which gives it a higher threshold to, I believe it's 80 is where it can start a hunt on in the dark, whereas the normal, I want to say 50 was where it can in the light. Revenant, of course, when it's hunting, if you hide, it will be very slow, but if it sees where you are, it will be incredibly fast. Shade can be rough too, although it will not enter a hunt in the room that you are in. So if you're in the room that it's in, it cannot start a hunt. It will also, during ghost events and stuff, will be more likely to show up as just a black silhouette rather than an actual model. Demon can literally hunt at any time. You could walk in the door and immediately get hunted by a demon. Or maybe there's a certain period, a short period before that they can, but demons can, you literally treat it as if they can hunt at 100% sanity. Because that's their ability. They can hunt at high sanity. Literally at maximum sanity, they can hunt you. Yurei I mentioned already. Oni I haven't really found out how to pick them out for certain. I mean, the weakness would be very, very helpful if they're hunting, because there's a certain period between ghosts flashing in and out of visibility when they're hunting. Onis will do that less often. They'll disappear less often while hunting. But then you gotta make them hunt, so Yokai talking near them will anger them and temporarily give them an increase to their ability to start a hunt. But when it's hunting, it can only hear voices that are within a very short range of it. So it's easy to lose a yokai when it's hunting. Hantu again moves very fast in cold areas and slows down in warmer areas. So if it's hunting, which is a very dangerous way to test it, obviously, because they have like maximum speed, I want to say it was, or very close to maximum ghost speed when they are hunting in a cold room. Another thing I've typically noticed with Hantu is it tends to cool rooms around it as well. That's not a guarantee again, but that does happen a lot more frequently with them. Goryo always will show dots projector in here, and it can be seen only in the dots projector. You will only see it through a camera, so that's a good way to pick out Goryo. Myling, as I said, will be more talkative with the parabolic microphone, and when they are hunting, you will not hear them until they are in a closer range than ghosts normally are. I believe it was that if you don't hear them until your equipment starts to flash, then it's a good chance it's a myling, because you would have heard the footsteps and vocalizations before that point with others. It was something like that. Onryos will not start a hunt if there's a fire nearby. They also can be determined for certain by lighting and letting them extinguish 3 fires, which will automatically trigger a hunt with them. Again, the twins, you will see activity, like see things being thrown around in multiple rooms, and it happens at the same time. Like, as at the exact same moment that, say, a picture frame is being thrown in this room, a glass will get thrown in the other room. It's always at the exact same time. Raiju are one that, when it's hunting, you will be able to tell because they disrupt your equipment from a farther range. Still not ideal, but they also move faster when there's electronics nearby. Obake is always guaranteed to give you ultraviolet, and you can see there's a couple of ways to identify this one. With the ultraviolet, it has a chance to leave a 6-fingered handprint, or with other things it has a chance, like on the jail cells where the ghost leaves 4 fingerprints, they have a chance to leave a 5th fingerprint on those, or on certain things they'll leave 2 fingerprints on light switches sometimes. And when they are hunting, if you watch, their model will change. I believe it's 1 time per hunt. When they flicker in, it will be a different model than it was before. Mimic, again, like I said, will always give you an extra piece of evidence because of the ghost orbs. Moroi is one that you can tell more with the sanity being visible, because if they respond to you, they will always have spirit box as well, I believe I read. But if they respond to you in a spirit box, or you hear them speak through a parabolic microphone, they will cause you to lose sanity faster for the rest of the thing. Or maybe sanity medication might stop it. I saw it said something, unless you're cured. But then again, Diogen, like I said, Diogen are extremely slow when they get close to you when they are hunting. Which is, I had the most terrifying thing happen to me yesterday in this game. It was a Diogen. I had determined for certain that it was a Diogen, because Diogen, if you are within 1 meter of them when you speak on the spirit box, if they respond, it will be just heavy breathing. It won't be any sort of like vocalization, just breathing. and that will guarantee that it's a Diogen. But you have to be within a single meter of where they're standing at that point. Yeah, it's kind of hard to pick that out. But I had happened to have that happen, so I knew it was a Diogen. And I knew they were slow when they're hunting if they get close to you. They're incredibly fast. The farther away they are, the faster they are up to a certain point. But once they get within like 3 or 2.5 meters, they slow way down. And it happened to be the ghost model that looks like the girl from The Ring, the one that's like crawling thing with the long black hair. And I shit you not, that was the most terrifying thing to see that thing approaching me at Mach speed because it started hunting farther away from me. That was terrifying. I was able to get away from it easily enough because it is so slow when it gets up to you that as long as you don't corner yourself, you can just keep trailing away from it, and if you stay within that range, it will never move fast enough to catch you unless you happen to corner yourself or get too close to it. And then, like I said, with the Thaye, they will become less active over time. The longer you're in there, the less active they'll become. And they'll be incredibly active when you first enter the location. But yeah, that thing with the Diogen was fucking terrifying. To see that model coming at you at top speed is fucking horrifying. I honestly hope I can find one so I can do that and show that, because that would have been hilarious to have gotten on camera, because it scared the fuck out of me. Like, my heart was racing when that thing started approaching me that fast. Like, I already knew it was a Diogen, so I knew it wasn't going to remain that fast, but that doesn't make it any less terrifying to see a ghost coming at you at top speed like that. This is the level 3 EMF reader, which is the tier 3, which is the best one that you can get, because this one will point you in the direction of the activity that it picks up as well, and it shows you a reading of how strong the activity was. Like, I could be over here and say that bottle got thrown at an EMF 5. It would show me EMF 5 from here and point me in the direction of where the bottle is, which is incredibly helpful for tracking down where the ghost is at when it's being active. And it has an audio cue letting you know. Wait a second. Is that a pelvic bone? Oh man, my brain is so weird. I saw that and I immediately thought of Elvis, because I remember hearing that he was sometimes called Elvis the Pelvis because of the way he like danced and shit, and that seeing that acoustic guitar with a pelvis bone there, I immediately thought of fucking Elvis. That is just not fucking Elvis. I immediately thought of Elvis. That I thought I should probably clarify that. But yeah, that's what I thought of was Elvis when I saw that immediately. That's just funny. That's just fucking funny. Ah, I see. It's over here somewhere. Hey, tarot cards. Okay. It's definitely here, though. Maybe. Okay, this is gonna be risky, but if I get killed here... Increased my sanity back to maximum, that's good. That triggers an interaction. There we go. So it is definitely right here. Okay, the temperature is just not dropping very low here. Okay. It really doesn't like that thing, does it? You know, that's actually... I should check other places to see if there's activity somewhere else. Because that could be the twins then. Because the one twin will only... Why did I think I had... Why was I trying to scroll to the key? The only evidence you can get from the false twin, which is actually not an actual ghost, it's just an interaction that is set at a distance from the main room that from the main ghost's location. Although technically either one can start a hunt, so it's kind of, and one of them moves faster, but there's not actually a secondary ghost in the map. But the only evidence you can get from the false one is EMF 5. And if you find activity in a room and there's not cold temperature there, that's an indicator that you might be dealing with the false twin, because the false twin doesn't lower the temperature like the regular one does. Or it could be a case where the ghost was wandering and happened to interact with stuff near you. I'm trying to see if I see anything out of place. Because if I happen to find something out of place, I can already guarantee what ghost I've got then. Doesn't look like it though. Okay. Could just be that it's the evidence it's leaving out is... No, because if it was leaving out freezing temperatures, they would still drop, just not reach freezing. Motion sensor in there to make sure. Apparently the false twin can't activate a motion sensor at the same time as well. Although I had something that I could only explain as that happened yesterday because I was at Tanglewood and had a motion sensor in the main bedroom and one out in the living room, and they were both triggering immediately at the same time. I don't know what was going on, because the ghost wasn't the twins either. I don't know what was happening. That we're not getting anything lower than that. Is it that the air area is actually over there. Damn it, did I... There. Is it that it's actually over here, so it's not cold over there, maybe? No? That's weird. Why is it so high temperature? Because that almost makes me think that the generator's on, but it's not. Or at least it wasn't. Where was it? I can't remember where it was. Okay, wait a second. We might have the twins then. Because there's activity of stuff being thrown over there, but the ghost was in a completely different place. That might be twins. Go and check that other part here. I'll leave my other stuff over where it is just in case it's not anything here. Because it could be one of the ghosts that will travel to cause interactions and stuff. Temperature here. Weird. Okay, I'm honestly at a loss right now. Because that does not seem like the right location. The temperature has not gone down at all, and the generator is off, so it's not being kept warm by the power. Now it's finally down some. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna guess twins and try another one, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my evidence here. I might be able to, but I've only got 2 pills left, and I've barely just located where the ghost is for sure, so... I'm just going to guess twins and leave. If it is the twins, that'll be awesome, but I don't know. Could be a phantom, a banshee, or what was the other one that'll travel to your location? It was a myling. Okay. Interesting. Don't know how that was a myling, but okay. Okay, Grafton Farmhouse I should be able to do, hopefully. Yeah, Nightmare is no joke. It gets rough. Then there's actually Insanity, which is one level above this, where they only give you one piece of evidence. So at least with certain ghosts, you will have a guaranteed evidence, which will help to narrow it down. But Like, if you want to rule out specific ghosts, you could, like, if you want to rule out that it's a Deogen, go in with this spirit box. If you can't find anything, it's not going to be a Deogen then.
Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object.
Repel it while it's chasing somebody. If it's a Deogen, I can do that easily. Other ghosts, it's a little more tricky. That might just be because of the cold temperatures outside. Heard a light switch over this way. Guess not. This is the room, I guess. Yep, it's in this room here. So I might have heard a light switch and I just didn't get close enough to it to pick it up. Could have been a lamp or something. But the temperature dropping that low in that room is a guarantee that it's that room. It won't get that low anywhere else in the house. Like, you can find 5, 6, well, typically you don't find 5, but you can find like higher single digits in other rooms of the house when it's the snowy weather and stuff, but typically if you find it down in like 1-2 degree range, it's in that room. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but I'm pretty sure it is. Got activity in that room then. I wonder where the cursed object is. Because I want to at least get a picture of that. Okay. Don't see orbs, which means we could already rule out the mimic. But I can't guarantee that they're not there. I just might not be seeing them just yet. Or if it's actually based in that closet, it might be in there and I'm just not seeing them from out here. those orbs? Oh, through the book. I can't guarantee it's not ghost writing though, because they hide evidence. So it could still be a ghost that does ghost writing. Oh, it interacted out here too. Interesting. That's close enough to the other room that I'm thinking it's just reaching through the wall. Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? I don't think it's that. It's pretty active in there. It's not guaranteed, but I think we've got a Hantu. I have yet to see another ghost get the temperatures that low. So what's the evidence for Hantu? UV, ghost orb, and freezing temperatures. So I'm not seeing any ghost orbs, so it would probably be UV then. Okay, so it's probably ultraviolet. Am I just missing the orbs then, or is it actually something else this time? I'm not seeing orbs. It might actually be something different this time. Oh, I can mark down freezing temperatures for sure. Let's try getting a different angle maybe. I heard a door. I should go before it starts to hunt. Thought I heard a noise over that way. There's no orbs and there's no UV, so what is it? This is the only time I've had it reach that low of a temperature and not show any other sign of being a Hantu. I mean, I know that's not a sign for it to be a Hantu to have that low of a temperature, but it has been every single time. Oh boy. What else could it be? I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do here. I've checked all of the evidence that I can. Could be EMF 5. Because that's one that I could have just not seen yet. Could be dots and I just haven't seen it yet. It's definitely not EMF, or ultraviolet, I mean. Is there anything disturbed elsewhere? No, there's not. I'm still inclined to think Hantu, but I don't know. If it is, I'm gonna get killed if it hunts me. Because there's no way I can keep away from that thing. That is a Yurei. I believe that was the Yurei's ability. They have an ability to close all of the doors in the room, and they close them completely. And I heard both doors move at the same time. What is the Uray's evidence again? That will make sense. Could be the dots projector and I just haven't seen it. Would it be possible to see the dots projector from the outside window if it went through it? Could I literally just like stand here and watch? Pretty sure it's a Uray though after I did that. Because I heard both doors close at the same time. Other ghosts can do that, but I think that was probably a Uray. I don't know if I dare go back in there anymore to try to place the dots projector somewhere else or place a second one. I'll watch for a minute, and if I don't see anything, I'll just go. Seeing anything in that dots projector. Honestly, it's either a Hantu or a Uray, I believe. It did turn off the fuse box too. Hantus are twice as likely to turn off the fuse box. But where's the UV or the ghost orb if it's a Hantu? That's the thing. I'm not seeing the other evidence I need if it's a Hantu. That's why I'm more inclined to think Uray. I'm not seeing orbs. I am not seeing orbs. I didn't get UV. I'm gonna go with Uray. If it was a Hantu, then that sucks, but I'm not seeing the proof to prove that it is, so.
Welcome back.
Nope.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Really, it didn't talk to me at all in the spirit box. And that is a guaranteed clue with them. I just wasn't close enough to it, I guess, or it just didn't. The chance for it to respawn just didn't happen. This is doable, but it's not going to be fun. I mean, it'll be fun, but it's not going to be easy. This one's going to be rough.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here. Take a look. You may be able to use it to your advantage.
Depending on what the cursed object is, I might be able to find out where it is right away. If we've got the mirror or the Ouija board, I can probably figure out where it is immediately. Or at least narrow it down. It's the tarot cards. Of course it's the cards. That increased sanity, good. I'm dead. One more, because I just want to get the tower to cause an interaction. Shit. Oh, that's bad. My sanity just went to 0. Well, on one hand, that completes one of my objectives. On the other hand, I don't know how I'm going to complete this hunt now. We might get some clue as to where it is if we look through the cameras at this point. I can't see shit through these cameras, though. I don't know why they're like that sometimes, because other times they're perfectly fine. I can't tell if anything's been moved in any of these. I'm just gonna leave. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do it now. I'm not gonna risk it.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
That one should be fine.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. Got the intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
And I did find out that what he says there has absolutely nothing to do with what kind of ghost. Here or here. They might be considered the same room, I don't know. Motion sensors are very helpful for determining if you've got the right place. But chances are I do. I can't imagine it would have wandered that far that early in the contract, so it's got to be somewhere right in this area. Switch. there's a stationary candle in here that I can light that'll work. Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? No. I don't think I'm going to get that. It did blow out the candle though. Either something passed through that dot's projector or it threw something and it went through there because I saw something move in it. Maybe it was just the camera movement or something. You're real active, aren't you? Let's go ahead and place some salt. the rest of the evidence for an Obake again. EMF 5, ghost orb, ultraviolet. I'm not seeing any orbs. It's interacted quite a bit, so I would think I would have seen EMF 5 probably, but maybe not. I just want to see if I can find the bone. Because at this point I think it's kind of a waiting game to find out what the next evidence is. Got no idea where the bone is. Unless I already picked it up. See, the problem with EMF 5 is that it's just a random, or what is it, like a 25% chance that any EMF 2 or EMF 3 reaction will show as EMF 5. I could ask the Ouija board where the bone is, but that takes 50 sanity, so I really don't want to do that. Okay, so ghost writing would be one of those ones. Freezing temperatures. It's not the mimic because I'm not seeing any ghost orbs. Let's get a sound sensor in here and see if we pick up any noise, because I think we should be able to hear our EMF detector with this. That's a 4. Come on, you gotta give me something here. Thinking it's probably not EMF 5, or I probably would have seen that by this point. Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? It's becoming really active when I use the spirit box, but it's not responding. We would have hit freezing by now if it was freezing temperatures. But I can't rule things out because it's hiding one of the evidence. So although that's right, you can rule out by double negatives. I remember reading about that. So we've definitely not got Ghost Orb, and we have not reached freezing temperatures. So... freezing temperatures and Ghost Orb will be Hantu, so it's not a Hantu then. Because Hantu is guaranteed to have freezing temperatures. It's not the Mimic, because that's guaranteed to give us the orbs, and we're not seeing that. EMF 5 and freezing temperatures will be Jinn. I don't think it's that then. Ghost Orb and EMF 5 will be Obake. I don't believe it's an Obake. I think a demon would have tried to hunt me by this point, because they check every so often while you're in there to see if they can hunt with their ability, so I think that would have happened by now. I'm thinking maybe Poltergeist, but I haven't ruled out that's the thing, I can't really rule out Dot's projector because it's something that you so rarely see anyway. I'm almost positive a demon would have tried to hunt by now. Placed in here and see if I can come in with the parabolic microphone and listen for stuff. Yeah, with this. If I had the camera, I could have checked if that was a fucking phantom, but I didn't have it. Sanity's not below 25, so... It's throwing stuff a lot. I'm leaning towards Poltergeist. I not bring the camera in again? I should keep that in case another event comes up. Or absolute worst case scenario, a hunt. It's not a phantom. I don't know what else I can do. Let me double check, because that... Yeah, photo of the ghost, it would have disappeared if it was the phantom. See, it's throwing stuff like crazy. Poltergeist would be ghost writing and EMF 5, right? No. And spirit box. It is possible that it just hasn't chose to interact with the book because there's so many objects in that area. Because nothing happened while I was... Or no, I did hear some stuff while I was looking for the bone, but I didn't see anything near me. So its chances are it's not a banshee, because those will follow you around. Myling, I was in there for a little bit with the parabolic microphone and didn't pick anything up, so I'm hoping that's not a Myling, and I have yet to see anything on dots. With as much as it's throwing things around, I'm thinking poltergeist. That was just the light from that. I thought I saw something in the dots, but it was just that light. Okay. Watch, it'll be one of the ones I ruled out. Oh.
Welcome back.
It was a Hantu. Why did we not hit freezing temperatures after that long? That long in there, it should have been freezing. And it's not like the power was on, because I don't think I turned it on, did I? No, and it will start off in Nightmare, and the Hantu will not turn power on. So for whatever reason, the temperature just was not dropping. Unless it wasn't actually in that room. But it interacted in that room so much it had to have been. That doesn't make sense. We should have hit freezing temperatures after that long. That doesn't make any sense why we didn't get freezing temperatures after that long in there.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. There's been no reports of violence or sightings, but please remain careful.
What room was that? Where's that electronic box looking thing that was on the wall at? What the hell? Or was it something else that I saw that just... How could I not figure out what it was by that? I know this place so well, I should have figured that out. What did I see? Oh, it was the computer. That's what I saw. Okay. I saw the computer in this room. Yep. The good thing about the mirror is it will show you the ghost's favorite room. It won't show you its current location like other stuff. Like with the board, it will tell you where it's at currently when you ask it. Whereas with the mirror, it automatically shows you the favorite room so you know what room to set stuff up in. That's not where you were supposed to go. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, we got ghost writing. Could be a shade because it showed up as the black silhouette. I'll have to keep that in mind. What are the other evidence for shade? EMF 5 and freezing temperatures. Let's check for other stuff for the time being. Okay. Why are you not doing anything now? Although that is a thing with them, isn't it? They're not very active when you're nearby. Oh. Did it move rooms? I think shades were the ones that are more likely to do that ghost event as well. that might have been in there still. I don't know. Nope, it moved rooms. Moved to that other bedroom. Interesting, I haven't seen that happen before. I know they can, I just haven't seen it. Just tried to hunt. Fuck. There was a certain type of ghost that was more likely to move depending on something you did in the room. I can't remember which one it was though. What ghost was that? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Okay, the Goriel can't change favorite rooms, so we can... Oh, that's not even a possibility. not finding it. I think it was the shade. It can't be a shade. It can't hunt if I'm in the room, and it just tried to. That's right. Oh, there goes that idea. I'm going to say mare because mare is another one that's very difficult to get the evidence for. Or not the evidence, but to get the definitive answer for. Because I don't have the sanity medication to keep going back in.
Welcome back.
How was it a shade? I was in the room when it tried to hunt. Unless it was outside the room and it just happened to be within range of the crucifix still, that could be. I should have just trusted my gut. That's twice now where if I had just trusted my gut and gone with what I originally thought, I would have been right. Oh well. Guess I'm just overthinking things. I think that'll be it for this one. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.